Oh. Okay, what do we have?
I'll let them describe it, what they're here for.
Okay,
Do you want me to? Sure. I was telling these gentlemen, this building at 740 West Broadway has been in our family since 1952. My grandparents built it. It's commercial space below, residential above. My parents inherited it a number of years ago. Anyway, my mother is 90. She was trying to divide her time between Idaho, living up there in that apartment above, which is really, was a beautiful penthouse, and Arizona, and it got too difficult for her to travel. So she put it on the market and sold it to Travis and Karen Tappy, and we just had to foreclose after 5 months of legal fees.
Yeah, she held the note on it.
Yeah, she held the note. She carried the paper. So she was the bank for them. And
what was the term of the sale on the property taxes? Are they obligated?
yeah, they were obligated.
And was she ever, I mean, did she request to be sent notices if they were delinquent? Because don't you normally do that to a bank?
No.
Not to the bank,
The title company that, it was all done with the title company.
So they didn't set it up where she would be
We
notified?
had no idea that they weren't paid until we started, I guess, the foreclosure, and that came up, I think. Greg found that out.
We hired Greg Crockett here, who I just knew because I lived here. We all grew up here. And yeah, through those many months, we learned that along with everything else, he hadn't paid the property taxes. So we finally got it back not that long ago after 5 months and thousands of dollars in legal fees and
Damage
and they had pretty much trashed the building. So we're all here, my siblings and I, to try to figure out how to get it back in shape, how we can afford to get it back in shape and either put it back on the market, we'll figure out what to do with it. And
so with the banks, they have to request it. We send it to the owner, which in this case would have been the new buyer.
The Tappies, yeah.
yeah, the
So-
Tappy. Yeah.
How
So
much was it?
It's 2 years back taxes.
Yeah, 2 years.
How much penalty and interest?
it's $2,000.
Yeah, there's almost
Yeah,
1,000.
we've got,
So probably don't have any discretion over some property tax,
We've got the check for that today.
right?
But,
This is a request for the penalty and
right,
interest.
yeah, the penalty and the interest
Yeah.
is,
This is
actually
really-
2 different parcels. The one looks like the interest is $925.38 and a late fee $147.70. And the other one's much smaller, interest of $57.78, late fee of $922.
They're taxed.
Otherwise.
It's one building, but they're taxed
Separately,
yeah.
It's 57.
So we've got 20s and 21s.
So no, we were never notified.
When did you become aware of the delinquent taxes?
Just toward the end, when we
Yeah.
were finalizing, we were putting it up, it had to go to auction. Foreclosure. So then we were notified of everything that was due in case somebody wanted to purchase it.
Yeah, because, we were hoping that somebody would buy it at auction.
Okay, so you ended up buying it back or just by
No, just
default?
getting
no
By
it.
other?
default, yes, nobody
Yeah.
wanted it.
Usually they do sell that as is, all taxes, whatever you still owe.
Right.
If it's somebody else that buys it, but you
Right.
didn't actually bid and buy it back, how does that work?
Well, it depends on the individual circumstance.
Well, our lawyer represented our family there, and yeah, he I think had to, I don't know, because we were not here. He represented us. I believe he had to put in, bid to get it back.
Do you have any legal financial recourse with them?
The only thing we could do is take him to small claims court.
And he doesn't have 2 pennies to
And honestly, you guys, it cost my mom over $5,000 to pay Greg Crockett to get us this far, and she just,
Back.
our goal is to try and get it viable so that we can either put it back on the market or lease it again. It was a beautiful building and we
Well, and it was,
sold it.
you know, that the money she was getting from that was part of her living expenses, because she, you know, she has that in her social security, so, you know, it's something that we need to, you know, try to do as quickly as possible, so, you know, she
There's some
does not.
income coming back in,
Yeah.
or we can sell it, whichever one. We're meeting with the realtor and with the property manager and with a number of people while we're all here this week to try and help her out, because
But we're just trying to,
it's kind of broken her heart. I mean, all of us, because it was a wonderful.
but you know, she's had to spend so much money so far, and then, you know, on top of that, fixing up the building so we can sell it or lease it, you know, we're just trying to save anything, you know, that we can, and, you know, she was not aware that any taxes were delinquent. And I don't know,
Legally if she could have done anything anyway.
No, but I mean, the only part that I have a question on is if Greg actually bid on it. And because whoever bids on it, you know, if he's the attorney, he would have known this, accepts the
yeah,
responsibility for all taxes, penalties, interest,
Right. We
everything.
got a list of everything right as it was, you know, foreclosure was imminent.
Yeah.
So we had a list of everything that was owing.
But did he bid it to buy it, or did it just default back
No,
to
it
him?
defaulted back to us.
Okay, so he didn't.
there was
actually
not one bid on it.
No.
Okay,
So is there an escrow for it? And sometimes a third party will take payments and then pay the seller, or does he just pay direct?
I think it went through Title
Title I?
One.
Yeah.
Title I should have.
They really have not performed well for us at all. I'm sorry. We had real problems in the very beginning trying to, you know, once the Tappies purchased it and we were, you know, that was the only way we felt safe was to take it through a title company.
Right.
And they, you know, didn't record the payments.
Didn't send
My
them
mother
up
was on, didn't send the money to my mother's account. There was all sorts of trouble with them from the beginning. I had to call, my mother had to call. The Tappies were making the payments, but they weren't going to my mother's account, so.
did you talk to Greg about any responsibility Title I would have in this process?
No.
You might, I can't give you any
No.
advice, but,
Yeah.
yeah, you kind of wonder.
No, but I know in the beginning, I mean, we finally got things ironed out, but you know, they only paid it for a year.
About 18 months.
Yeah, it defaulted last October. We started the process to get them out and it's taken us this long.
I agree with the inference that Title I has some culpability because you pay them in a sense to take care of this.
Right.
So if they don't, there might be some legal recourse. I don't, speaking for myself.
I don't know, because should they have requested that they be notified if taxes were paid?
They
Well,
should have been following up.
they should
They
have
I
been.
mean, an escrow, it's like a bank, you know,
That's right.
they receive the payment, they pay the taxes, you know, and so in the bank.
Yeah, there was no escrow. I think the Tappies are supposed to pay that directly.
Just pay it directly, I see.
That and insurance, so that the taxes and insurance were not included in that loan. They were supposed to pay
I
it
see.
directly. Not like, you know, a lot of us do where it's
They
in our
wouldn't have any
mortgage loan.
Right, right.
So there was no escrow account.
Oh, okay.
Okay, well, it's just I mean, the option here is just hardship or not.
Yeah, basically that's it. I mean, we have the check to pay the taxes in full.
I guess my concern would be any hard costs, you know, that the county's incurred, which is just the penalty or
Well, we haven't incurred
the publishing
any
fees.
percent, yeah, because it's not 3 years delinquent yet.
So
It's only last,
So there wouldn't
it's
be
only last
any
couple of years.
hard costs yet from the county.
Right.
Okay.
So we're just looking at penalty and interest.
There's a lot of hardship.
Yeah.
If I got the numbers right, it'd be 1,408.
I apologize, I didn't add them up.
That sounds about right.
recommendation.
Oh, I would recommend that we go ahead and forgive the penalty and interest. I appreciate the fact that they've got the amount here to square the taxes up.
They're ahead of the delinquent notice, they can come 6 months from now,
Yeah,
so.
Thank you so
Thank you.
much.
So we'll get you a letter out on that, if you can take care of the taxes, with Mark, they'll
Okay.
stop the penalty and interest.
Now I have, what we figured out was the taxes, 7,844, is that correct, what's due?
Yeah, I'd have him up because it's in pieces here,
Okay,
so,
Yeah, if you wanna follow him over to his office.
Yeah,
yeah,
we
just
can
follow
do
me
that.
over and you can get it.
Thank you, gentlemen.
thank you so much.
My mother was so happy to hear this, bless her little heart.
Good luck getting this cleaned up, and your mom, that's difficult for her if the
It was
age
so
she is.
difficult for her.
Well,
Where's the building?
Mhm.
Where's the building?
740 West Broadway, so it's almost across the street from Pancake House,
Smitty's. Just kitty corner from Smitty's.
city corner.
There's Edge Construction, and then my mom's building, and then some, I don't know, other building right there. We had owned both of them, and then they sold one and then kept the other.
Across Broadway?
Uh-huh.
Yep.
So I was trying to.
Yeah,
There's Uncle
do you
Benny's
know where
across there.
there was where they're building the
Yeah.
car wash? That was Wackerly's,
Uh-huh.
right across from
Right
them,
across the street.
from there.
Yeah,
Okay.
and you know, my mother's family goes back generations here, they're all the Westergaards,
Oh, that's
So,
the guy,
yeah.
all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
so it'll be good to, yeah, we appreciate that.
I bet you guys are probably Skyline.
We were.
Skyline High School,
Well, my
Christensen.
mother
Well,
was, she went to Eagle
don't hold
Rock.
that against
My great grandfather started Westergaard Mayflower moving stories with wagons and
Back on Eagle Road.
on Eagle Rock Street.
Yeah, they had all
Isn't
that,
there anymore, yeah.
all that Westford storage.
Yep.
Yeah.
No,
Lindsay.
yeah.
Jacobs.
Yep. That was, yeah.